you guys. How are you all? Thank you guys for being here. So today, this is just going to be a quick update on the case with Jeremy Albert Best. Let me go ahead and pull up Out of Idaho. We've been talking about this. There's a couple streams. If you need to catch up, I will be posting a playlist tonight after this video premieres, and this will be on the playlist. So just came out right before a live we just had that Jeremy Best has been placed on a conservatorship, court hearings canceled until court determines mental competency. So if you remember, Jeremy Best was seen completely naked in a local grocery store. We know that he went home to later kill his wife and child. He took his wife's life, Callie, at their home, and then he and Zeke disappeared for a while, and then they were found. He was found naked in a sleeping bag beside the road, and Zeke was found nearby. A lot of people have questioned his competency. We watched the hearing together. He appeared to not even know why he was there. So this update just came out. It says Jeremy Best, like I said, has been placed on a conservatorship. So a man charged with the murder of his wife and her unborn child will no longer appear in court Monday. He's also been placed on a conservatorship. I have never seen this before. This is really interesting. So Best, 48, is charged with 2 felony counts of first-degree murder in connection with the deaths of his wife, Callie, and her unborn child. Police say Best also kidnapped his and Callie's baby, Zeke. 10-month-old Zeke also passed away, and his cause of death has not been released pending the results of an autopsy. More charges are likely once those results have been returned. According to a release from Teton County Prosecutor Bailey Smith, Best's preliminary hearing has been vacated by order of the court, and proceedings in this case are suspended until a capacity determination is made pursuant to Idaho Code 18210. Smith tells East Idaho News, and remember, he's the prosecutor, that the mental health competency evaluation ordered for Best by the court has not yet been completed, so the hearing had to be vacated. Idaho Code states all persons are capable of committing crimes except those belonging to the following classes: persons who committed the act or made the omission charged under an ignorance or mistake of fact, which disproves any criminal intent; person who committed the act charged without being conscious thereof; person who committed the act or made the omission charge through misfortune or by accident when it appears there was not evil design, intention, or culpable negligence; persons under the crime be punishable with death who committed the act or made the omission charge under threats or menaces sufficient to show they had reasonable cause to and did believe their lives would be in danger if they refused. Newly filed court documents also state that Best's examination has not yet been completed, citing extraordinary circumstances pursuant to Rule 5.1 of the Idaho Criminal Code. 5.1 states that every defendant charged in a complaint with any felony is entitled to a preliminary hearing unless indicted by a grand jury. A conservatorship. On Wednesday, documents were filed showing that a woman named Patricia Best petitioned to have Jeremy placed on a conservatorship due to him being, quote, incapacitated, unquote. According to Best attorney Jim Archibald, remember, he was also Lori Vallow's attorney, he said the conservatorship is to make sure someone is watching over Best's property while he's incarcerated. Someone from Jeremy or Callie's family needs to watch over and protect the property while the case is pending, says Archibald. All of the family is out of state. Neighbors and local friends are watching over it now. So now we're going to switch gears for just a quick second. I want to play you guys part of this. I think that here we go.
Caitlin Hart with East Idaho News here today. I have some updates for you about the Jeremy Best case. Jeremy Best was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder for the deaths of his wife, Callie Randall, and her unborn baby. Police also say Best kidnapped his 10-month-old Zeke Best. Zeke also died, and his cause of death is not yet.
So she's basically reading the article. Let's see if we can just go a little forward to this conservatorship.
Bailey Smith. Best's preliminary hearing has been vacated by an order of the court, and all proceedings in this case have been suspended until a capacity determination is made pursuant to Idaho Code 18210. Smith tells East Idaho News, told me this morning that the mental health competency evaluation ordered for Best by the court has not yet been completed, meaning that the hearing has to be vacated and all other proceedings have been suspended.
is he going to be found competent? I mean, I don't know.
Idaho Code.
Remember, in Idaho, they do not have an insanity defense, but if you are not competent, you have to go to the hospital and regain competency before you face your charges, because you have to be able to play a part in your own defense.
18210 basically says that anyone is capable of committing a crime, except for people that are in certain categories. And those include people who committed the act under completed citing extraordinary circumstances pursuant
This
to
is just the article, but
completed citing extraordinary circumstances pursuant to Rule 5.1 of the Idaho Criminal Rule. Rule 5.1 states that every defendant charged in a complaint with a felony is entitled to a preliminary hearing unless indicted by a grand jury. So that extraordinary circumstance is the fact that Best's mental health competency evaluation has not yet been completed. We also learned that on Wednesday,
and even if it is completed, like I said, if he is not found competent, it will just push the court date back a little further.
Documents were filed showing that a woman named Patricia Best petitioned to have Jeremy placed on a conservatorship due to him being incapacitated. We are not totally sure yet what incapacitated means.
That is my question. What do they mean incapacitated?
But according to Best's attorney, Jim Archibald, the conservatorship is to make sure someone is watching over Best's property while he's incarcerated. Archibald told me that someone from Jeremy or Callie's family.
Now, remember, Jeremy had his own auto shop. He specialized in working on Volkswagen Vanagons, and I do know that it can sometimes be hard to get a Volkswagen worked on. So, yeah, that is very interesting. That is all for the update today. I have never seen a conservatorship placed in a case like this. However, I could see why somebody would want to do that. We'll have to wait and see what happens. But I just wanted to bring you this quick update. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really do love and appreciate you. I hope to see you soon. And yeah, have a great night.